is that underneath the airport, in all of these secret buildings and rooms, there are doomsday bunkers that are prepared for the end times after a horrible plague is released on the people of the earth and the population has been sufficiently reduced. But of course, many people don't believe this story. There's also talk that Denver has been chosen due to its central location and high elevation and secretive rocky terrain to be the new world order capital of the United States. The Denver International Airport is arguably the most famous airport in the world, and it's also the largest airport by landmass in the United States. Now, the New World Order is a conspiracy theory that claims there will be a new era of history where a huge power shift occurs. And this power shift is going to change the world forever. Prior, in March of 1994, there had been a dedication ceremony for the airport, and a time capsule was placed at the airport's south entrance with a large stone over it showing the date of the dedication. But that is not all that's on the stone. And underneath this, it shows the names of 2 Masonic lodges in Colorado, and under that are the words New World Airport Commission. So obviously the combination of Freemason symbology placed blatantly on the stone, as well as the name of 2 Colorado lodges, and the words the New World Airport Commission, people went nuts trying to figure out what it meant. Now, it has been reported that the New World Airport Commission never even existed, and this was proof that the New World Order did in fact exist. The fact that they chose the name New World Airport Commission certainly still does raise some eyebrows. The Public Affairs Office of the airport claims it was a name chosen with the hopes that the airport would usher in a new era, so we just kind of have to guess as to why it was named that. The involvement of the Freemasons also bothers people, but it does seem that allegedly Wellington Webb, the mayor of Denver at that time, was a Freemason himself. Right when you first enter the airport, on level 5 of the Jeppesen Terminal, hang 2 murals created by Tanguma. The first mural is called Children of the World Dream of Peace, and the second one is called In Peace and Harmony with Nature. So in the first section of Children of the World Dream of Peace, there's some sort of soldier. He kind of does look like a soldier, and he's wearing a gas mask with a big gun in one hand. The mural moves on to a certainly happier scene with a rainbow arching over it and children of all nationalities gathering together to apparently celebrate. Conspiracy theorists claim that this art holds covert messages foretelling the future. The next Leo Tanguma mural is called Peace and Harmony with Nature. So in the background, we can see buildings on fire, a bunch of smoke, like a city in the distance is burning to the ground. In the forefront, we can see some more children and then also some animals. Some of these animals, like this penguin and this bird, are being kept in glass cases, and there's a large leopard in the center, which appears to no longer be alive. The children look very sad, very scared. Moving on to the second part of the mural, everyone is happy. The animals are alive and healthy. There are no more burning cities, no more coffins. It's all good now. However, there are some conspiracy theorists who believe this mural paints a picture of why this secret group working behind the scenes wants to exert their control on the population. They view the world as overpopulated, straining its resources, and they want to fix this problem. So they will just take out as many people as they need to so that the remaining people can have a clean world along with its natural resources. And directly in front of Tanguma's Children of the World Dream of Peace mural, etched into the floor, is a picture of a mining cart with the letters A, U, and AG inside. Logically, we know that A, U, and AG are the elemental symbols for gold and silver. And we would assume this etching might be a reference to Colorado's rich mining history, but others see it differently. They suggest that AUAG stands for Australian antigen, a deadly strain of hepatitis. They also claim that one of the founders of the Denver International Airport discovered this antigen. The fact that this symbol with these letters is directly in front of the mural that suggests biological warfare causes some to believe this is a message, that the New World Order will be ushered in after a horrible plague is released on the people of the earth and the population has been sufficiently reduced. If you were on a plane headed into Denver International Airport, the first thing you would see is a massive 32-foot statue of a rearing electric blue stallion with pronounced veins and glowing red eyes. But Blucifer is not the only statue at DIA that makes travelers look twice and wonder, is there some other meaning or message than what meets the eye? In 2010, the airport welcomed another massive piece to its collection, a 26-foot-tall statue of Anubis, the Egyptian god of death and the underworld. Allegedly, Anubis was just a temporary structure put there to advertise for the King Tut exhibit showing at the Denver Art Museum. But of course, many people don't believe this story. And if you head into the airport to baggage claim, you'll be greeted by the strangest sight. Notre Denver consists of two brass cast gargoyles sitting inside open suitcases, presiding over the east and west baggage claim areas. Many people believe that the runways of the airport were purposely constructed to resemble a swastika, which of course ties into the future and fascist reign of the New World Order. In fact, it does appear that there is an underground city of sorts beneath the busy airport. DIA's official statement for the use of this over 1 million square feet of space is that it houses a state-of-the-art baggage system which would transport passengers' bags from the planes to baggage claim using 90,000 feet of track. This system was used when the airport first opened, but allegedly it never worked the way it was intended to and has since been abandoned and unused since 2008. Additionally, at the time of construction, there was allegedly this 300-foot high pile of dirt that the airport was calling a landfill. Now, the addition of dirt and garbage and stuff to this pile was supposed to be an ongoing and gradual process, but it was completed in 4 weeks without any explanation. Now, the delay in the airport's completion has also been attributed to constantly changing construction plans and the termination of contracts of certain teams of workers after they would finish their assigned section. So similar to the tactics of H.H. Holmes used during the construction of his murder hotel, this would ensure that no one person or one team would know the exact layout of the airport. They wouldn't know the final blueprint or what the completed airport would look like. In 1994, journalist Alex Christopher, who we already briefly talked about, and her friend, a whistleblower named Phil Schneider, gained access to the airport before it opened after befriending and obtaining information from construction workers who were kind of already looking for someone to spill the tea to. So the main idea is that underneath the airport, in all of these secret buildings and rooms, there are doomsday bunkers that are prepared for the end times. But these safe havens would not be for you or I. Less than 2 years later, in January of 1996, Phil Schneider was found strangled to death in his apartment, and his death was officially ruled a suicide. So there are many people who believe in the conspiracy community that Phil Schneider was murdered, not only because he knew too much, but because he had said too much and he had no plans on stopping anytime soon. In February of 2007, 14 planes mysteriously and spontaneously developed cracked windshields all at the same time. Some of these planes were taking off, some were landing, and some were just sitting in the airfield. But no one knew exactly how this had happened, and they still do not. At that time, the weather at the airport was a mixture of rapid temperature changes, high winds, and snow. And some airport officials felt the damage to the glass could have been caused by blowing ice or debris, which is terrifying if you think about it, that it would be that easy for some flying ice to crack the windshield of a plane. There was also a theory that it could have been a power surge, which affected the electronic system that heats the windshields of the planes, causing them to crack simultaneously. But then why did this only happen to 14 planes and not all of the planes at the airport? In the end, it was concluded that the damage was caused by a mixture of fine particle debris and high winds, but it was never revealed what the debris was or where it came from. Now, around the same time, there were reports at the airport of strong electronic and magnetic vibrations that were causing some people to feel ill and others to develop massive headaches. Conspiracy theories suggest that this was caused by either an accidental explosion of some kind under the airport, in the secret bunkers, or secret testing being done under the airport. On September 27th, 2011, President Obama traveled to Denver right as the comet Elenin was passing by the Earth, narrowly missing us by 22 miles. Some believe the president was in Denver to ensure that he was close enough to quickly slip underground to safety using the Denver International Airport's secret bunkers and trains to reach Cheyenne Mountain. If there was something underneath the Denver International Airport that's affiliated with the government or the military, they most likely would never admit to it. For the airport's 24th birthday in 2019, they installed this talking gargoyle in the Great Hall. And this gargoyle would talk to people about all sorts of things, including conspiracy theories and the Illuminati. An employee of the airport thinks that the whole conspiracy theory thing is awesome, and he says people walk up to him all the time and ask him, are there really secret underground tunnels beneath the airport? As I have stated before, this video was just for fun. I am in no way saying I believe all of this, but I might believe some of it.